For some years, the supplies for the town that were not available nearby had to be hauled over those rough hills in wagons. Long trains for freight wagons rolled up and down the valley below our home. The difficulties of transportation limited the variety of products for sale at the stores. Few things but staples such as salt, sugar, soap, dried fish, canned salmon, sardines, matches, kerosene, which was necessary for light, flour, meal, tea, and coffee were always to be obtained. Flour came from Pierce City, wrote Nellie Mills in her book Early Days at Eureka Springs, 1880 to 1892. Early entrepreneurs helped fill the demand for fresh food in the new town. This egg seller probably gathered his eggs and those of his rural neighbors, packed them in layers of hay, and then carefully transported his fragile cargo over the rough roads. Fresh milk and cream were also distributed to households by any available members of the family. The opening of the railroad in 1882 not only brought more health seekers, but also greatly expanded the merchandise offered in stores, such as these located on North Main. North Main was an early industrial area dedicated to the more mundane needs of residents and visitors. Cobblers, wagon yards, feed stores, blacksmiths and stables with boarding houses and small groceries, laundries, and shanties dotted among them. More interesting businesses included the Keiko Manufacturing Company producing yeast and soap, the Eureka Onyx Company, which cut and polished this stone from local caves and made it into souvenirs, a broom factory, and a business dedicated to rags and old iron. Adding to the industrial mix was the M.L. Burkhart Monument Works at 184 North Main. It was open for several decades. The original Burkhart home still stands as part of the current gallery on the site. In addition to light industry, North Main Street was also the main thoroughfare for the health seekers arriving in Eureka Springs. Nellie Mills also made note of that in her memoirs. Passenger stagecoaches came every day. They were drawn by 4 horses. Some of them were slow, heavy vehicles, but there was one fast stagecoach, the 9-hour stage. It came from Pierce City in 9 hours. Godspeed says the fare was $3. We children played in the street, but we knew we must always be out of the way when that coach came. We knew what time it was due, dashing up the street with its galloping horses. The 4 horses were changed every hour, fresh horses ready to keep the scheduled speed. Nor were these horses burdened with luggage as most of the heavy coach horses were. We have seen those heavy coaches pass with the boot in the rear and all available space on top filled with trunks, bags, and boxes.